we're out here at Lake Marguerite looking at a project for these folks. And what we've got here is a definite failing seawall. This is a really old wall made out of cedar posts that they put a top board on. The damage is mostly from ice. I can look in the back of this thing. I don't see any type of tieback system. So what happens is the ice comes across the lake, it ends up heaving and shoving this whole thing up. So originally this seawall probably sat down a decent amount. It's been lifted a good foot throughout. And then on this side of the property, it's been completely demolished. So the solutions for these guys is they don't want a seawall, they actually want to replace this wall with a rock wall. And your options are limestone or fieldstone. So our process would be, we would come in, we would completely remove this wall with an excavator, we would grade the bank down to a nice 1 to 3 slope, and then we'd bring in the filter cloth, completely cover the bank, a little bit of the lake bottom, and then we'd bring in our rock on top, like I said, either limestone or fieldstone. And that's a solution that EGLE, when we're going through our permitting process, they really like when people choose a natural solution compared to building a vertical seawall. So they're going to like to see that this wall is going to be taken out and replacing with the rock wall. So that's going to expedite their permit process a little bit, and it's going to also avoid what is called a BMP, a best management practice, which EGLE now enforces. When anytime you build a new seawall, they're looking for things like a 6-foot no-mow zone, which is anything 6 feet behind the new seawall to leave natural plants, or they're going to look for woody structure like trees and logs to lay out in the lakefront to create habitat for the turtles and the fish. Or they're going to look for other options for BMPs like a turtle ramp, which we make, which is made out of slab wood that we basically lay it down in the water and then it connects to the top of our seawall so the turtles can have access to the land and the frogs and those types of animals. So when we're looking at a project like this and we're looking at the different options, EGLE they're really pushing for environmental friendly options. So coming in here and doing a limestone or rock wall is going to avoid having to do any of those BMPs.